It's math time. Today's lesson is addition with regrouping. Let's get to it. Regrouping means to make a new grouping. Regrouping happens when the sum of a column is greater than 9. There is no need to regroup if the sum of your last column is greater than 9. Just write the sum on the line. Now this may sound a bit confusing to you, but I'll show you in the next few slides. Let's go. Find the sum. 28 plus 35. First things first, put up those columns. Trust me, this is going to help us when it's time to regroup. We begin our adding in the ones column, where we have 8 ones plus 5 ones. 8 plus 5 gives us 13. As I mentioned in the previous slide, we cannot have a number greater than 9 in the ones column, so that means we have to regroup. To regroup simply means to look for a group of 10 and give it over to the tens column. So let's do that. With our 8 ones plus our 5 ones, we need to make a group of 10. So let's get 8 and add 2 more to make 10. We're going to give this group of 10 over to the tens column. Okay? Now, so that means 3 is going to be left over right here, and that 3 is going to go under the ones column. And then we're going to give our one group of 10 over to the tens column. So this is how it looks now when we regroup. We have that 1 at the top. This is our one group of 10. And then we have our 2 tens plus our 3 tens. So that gives us a total of 6 tens. So our sum of 28 plus 35 equals 63. Let's do another example. Find the sum of 524 and 197. You know what we have to do first. Put up those columns. This is going to make sure that we don't skip any columns if we have to regroup. We always begin in the ones column where we have 4 ones and 7 ones. 4 ones plus 7 ones gives us 11. Now, 11 is still more than 9, so that means that we have to regroup. Let's make a group of 10 out of these ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's get this group right here, and this is our group of 10. So we're going to change this into a group of 10, and we're going to put this over the tens column. So that means we have 1 left over, and that means that this one will go in the ones column, and this one will go on top of the tens column. Now you may be wondering, what's that upside down V above my 1? That's just my idea of a roof. If I put a roof on the top of the digit, that means that that digit has to go onto the next column. Now that we're done with the ones column, let's hop over to the tens column, where we have our one group of 10 that we gave from the ones, and then we're going to add our 2 tens and our 9 tens. 9 tens plus 2 tens plus 1 tens gives us 12. Confusing, hey? But look, it's the same steps. Because this number is greater than 9, we know that we cannot put 12 under the tens column. So that means we have to regroup. So that means we need to make a group of 10 tens, in order to make 100. So let's make one group of hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to circle down and come around to make one group of 10. When we put these group of 10s together, we are making one group of hundreds, and you're going to see that down here. Okay, so that means we have 2 left over. We have this one and we have this one, and that's how come when we regroup, the 2 will go under the tens column because we only have 2 tens left over, and then we put the group of 100 over the hundreds column. Now let me show you how it looks in the hundreds column. We have the 100 that we gave over from the tens. And then we have our 500s and then one more 100. How much hundreds is that in total? You've got it, 7. So the sum of 524 and 197 is 721. On the next slide, we are going to work a sum out without all of the pictures. We're just going to practice using our fingers. Let's go. All right, boys and girls, now it's time to practice without all those pictures. I know it seemed a little bit confusing, but it was very important for me to show you what it looks like when we regroup from one column to the next. But I'm ready to do this without pictures, are you? Let's get to it. First, we're going to draw those columns. Down and across. This is our hundreds column, so we're going to put an H. Then we have our 10, so we put a capital T. And then we have our 1, so we put a capital O. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 is greater than 9, so that means we have to regroup. So we'll write it on the side, and we're going to underline the digit that we're going to put under the ones column. 4 will go under the ones column, and our roof will go above our 1 because we're going to put that above the tens column. 1 plus 2 equals 3, and 3 plus 8 equals, you've got it, 11. 11 is also greater than 9, so guess what? We have to regroup again. We write that number on the side. We know that the first digit will go under the tens column, and then the second digit will go above the hundreds column. Now we go from 1 and we add 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3, and 3 plus 6 equals 9. Because this is our last column, we're just going to put the 9 on the line. So the sum of 227 and 687 is 914. I hope that was easy for you. Let's do one more example. All right, we're on to our next example. 2,305 plus 7,946. First, we draw our columns. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I got in that number a little bit. There. Now let's name our columns. We have the thousands. Then we have the hundreds. Then we have the tens. And we have our ones. 5 plus 6 is 11. We know that 11 is greater than 9, so that means we have to regroup. So we're going to write 11 over on the side, and then we're going to split the number to show what we're going to regroup. The first digit 1 goes under the ones column, and the second digit goes above the tens column. Always remember that you're not allowed to skip over to another column. Now we're done with the ones column. Let's jump over to the tens column, starting from the top. We have 1 to the very top, and we're going to add 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1 plus 4 is 5. Because 5 is not greater than 9, we'll just write 5 under the tens column. Now that the tens column is done, let's hop over to the hundreds column and repeat the same steps. 3 plus 9 equals 12. Is 12 greater than 9? Yes. So that means that we have to regroup. We're going to put 12 over on the side, and let's split it so that we can see where we are regrouping. Our 2 will go under the hundreds column, and we're regrouping the 1 over to the thousands column. 1 from the very top, add 2 equals 3, and 3 plus 7 equals 10. Because the thousands is our last column, we are just going to write the 2-digit answer on the line. So our sum of 2,305 and 7,946 is 10,251. That's it for today. I hope that this made perfect sense and you're ready to tackle addition with regrouping. Always remember to go back over the video and watch it again just to make sure that you understand. At the end of this video, on the very last slide, you are going to see some page numbers with some more practice problems for you. Farewell! Don't forget to check out your Bahamas Primary Mathematics Textbook, Book 3, for some more practice pages on addition with regrouping. Here are the page numbers on the screen, pages 74 through 76. Have fun!